We all have that one ex who like looms larger than life in our memory and who, no matter what we do, we cannot seem to get over him or her. I have a theory to help explain why we fixate on certain people and not others. And it's not always about how serious your relationship was or how long you were together. If anything, sometimes it's the people you weren't actually super together with that you fixate on the most. I call these people hurt lockers, like the movie. I mean, I didn't see the movie, so I don't really know what it's about. I think I saw the preview and like a dog died or something. I was like, not seeing it. Anyway, I call these people hurt lockers because they're a person on whom we project all of our hurt. A locker where we store our emotions, not necessarily about that person, but about the time in our life when we were with them. Here's what I mean. My hurt locker was my ex, and I use the term ex very loosely because we like weren't really even together. I don't know. We were and weren't. I don't know. We'll call him Sid because that was his name. I'm not good at this. Sorry. He was my hurt locker. We were like dating or whatever in like 2008. And in that was like a really special time for me. I was just starting to write my second book. My show was being filmed. Barack Obama had just been elected. Like it was a time of so much hope and excitement. And for me, for my friends, for the country, like it was just a really exciting time. And for a long time, I kind of regarded 2008 as like the best year of my life in a lot of ways. And I missed it. And I missed like where my career was going and how I was feeling about my own life. And I kind of funneled all of that onto him. Because, like, you know intellectually and deep down you can't build a time machine and go back and recapture the time. But it's like your mind switches. And it's like, well, if I could get that person back, somehow all of those other things would come back to me too. They're your hurt locker. And a lot of you guys out there have a person like this. And you might not even realize that this person represents a time in your life or a feeling or an achievement or something like that. And I find like when I realized that Sid was my hurt locker, I could kind of like disentangle my feelings for him and realize that it wasn't about him. It was more about my career. And I was missing him so much in like 2011 because my show was off the air. I wasn't really happy with how my book had sold. I was kind of out of goals and like dreams, and I was just feeling very kind of adrift and rudderless. And so I was missing unconsciously that time in my life when I had a lot of purpose, and I sort of fixated on him as the gateway to that feeling. But once I untangled that, and once I realized, no, this is about my career and about me, not getting him back, like, whatever, we didn't really even know each other, that whatever. Once I connected to the real source of it, I was able to fix it. I was able to set new goals. I was able to shift the direction of my career. And I was able, like, by product, to kind of let go of him. And I stopped fixating on him, and I stopped missing him. Unless I see him on TV or something. Just happened. Anyway, the point is, hi, sorry, bro. The point is, if there's someone who you fixate on so hard, ask yourself, what else was going on in your life at that time? Were your parents getting divorced, and this person was like your escape? And when you start feeling sad about your parents' divorce, you start thinking about him because that like is how you escaped the first time, and that's how you're going to keep escaping. That's now your escape route. Almost always, when we have a very, very strong reaction to something in our life, an emotional reaction, it's a much deeper psychological situation going on. And it's our job as cognizant people to figure out what that is. You don't have to. You can focus on a guy and obsess about him for the next 10 years. I don't give a shit. But it's not healthy for you. And ultimately, even if you get them back, you might find that this nameless void within you is not being filled. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. And you can't get back someone unless you know why you want them back. And you can't get over them until you know what it is they represent. And yes, my hair is sort of gray. It was a mistake at the salon, but I'm kind of into it. I hope you guys are too. I hope all you guys out there have a granny finish. Submit your questions to me on Facebook and YouTube, either in the form of a comment or a message. I'm getting absolutely swamped with questions, so I can't promise I'll get to them all. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ShallonXO.